Alright, good evening, guys. Good evening. Little later than I wanted to be on, but for anybody that's in here that was watching the stream with Ian earlier and I said I would be on in a couple hours, that was 2 hours ago that I thought I would be on. Sorry, when you, when you have, um, when you have um, 3 kids and a dog, it's not always easy to get on time. So uh, I apologize, but we'll get to it right now though. So hold on, just getting all right, all right. So well, I already started this round, so we're through the front 9 already. We're just starting the back and start the back here. So let's go. Make sure we got bag 1, Kingmaker, and we are minus 15 through 9. So we got the Albatross on 9, got hole 1, and we missed 3, 4, and 5. So hopefully we can improve the back and put up a decent score. So how's everybody else's tournaments going? Let me know in the chat. Thank you, Anthony. All right, 373. So let's go 61%. You missed the cut at minus 26. Really? Yeah, uh, the cuts were pretty low in some brackets. Um, minus 26, you would have thought would have made it, but all depended on your tiebreaker, I guess, too. Because I'm sure some of the 26s made it. I'm sure. Uh, because it, you know, well, maybe not because 28 was at 28 and 28 is actually par, in my opinion, in expert. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts right there. Um, oh, I gotta tell Ricky too. Yeah, no, that you're right. If you're master three, you for sure get. Well, I mean, if you're master, it doesn't matter whether you're master two, master three, master one. As soon as you make it to master two, you're bunched up with all the master players. Like those divisions that are probably minus 25 were probably maybe expert weekly league expert tourneys. So but I'm sure some of the master ones are probably minus 25 also. Uh, I did not look to see what the cuts were in my bracket, so um, and it doesn't let you go back, which is kind of stupid. I would love to go back and look at them, and it doesn't let you, which kind of sucks. Yeah, yeah, they get tough when you move up, especially. I learned that on my first couple accounts. I progressed too fast, too quickly, and like this account is expert weekly expert tournament, so it's never been in the masters, or it's never been in the master division. So weekly league. So I do get easier brackets um, than I do with my main accounts because like once you're in masters, then you can be paired up with all them guys, Fenzel and DMAC and Ian and all them guys. All the best of the best players are all in master weekly league. So if they're playing expert tournaments with their accounts, you can be paired up in those brackets. Whereas this account cannot be paired up with those brackets with those players. So it can't even be paired up with my main accounts. So like I can open this account and then open one of my main accounts right away, and they don't get paired up in the same bracket, even if this bracket wasn't filled. Yeah, so I keep this one and just I keep this one in whatever tournament I'm playing. I keep that weekly league, whether it's even if I got to not play it a week and let it be relegated, on the off weeks. That's what I usually do. I play these during tournament weeks, and then during off weeks, I just don't play them at all. All right, so let's see here. Hole number two. We're gonna go with a power four ball. Oh, I am tired. I'm beat. Tomorrow's the last day of turkey season, and as much as I love it, as much as I love hunting, I mean, hunting is when it's hunting season, there is nothing else that gets in my way. That's why I like these tournaments, these two tournaments here, and it sucks that it was the master tournament or the major tournament last tournament because uh, if it wasn't, I maybe wouldn't have played a couple of my accounts. But and then I was up till 20 minutes left in the tournament because I had 5 accounts to play on Sunday because I was down at the cabin the whole weekend. But uh, as much as I love hunting, tomorrow's the last day, and I am so thankful. Our turkey season is the whole month of May. Our turkey season is the whole month of May, and I hunted all but one day. And because I got up in the morning and it was absolutely pouring, and I said there is no way I'm going out in this. But I hunted 30 days, right? Today's the 30th, so tomorrow with tomorrow I'll hunt 30 days out of 31 days. And I was up at 3:30 in the morning. I was up at 3:30 in the morning every single day. And some of those days I was up till 11, 12 o'clock playing Golf Clash. Um, yeah, well, I can't hunt where my house is, so that doesn't matter to me. But um, I don't see too many turkeys around my yard. Have seen a few, but more deer than anything. Uh, um, but yeah. In fact, the yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's how it always goes. But uh, missed it left, missed it right. In fact, the one night, that Sunday night of the major, I finished my accounts at 2:30 in the morning. 2:20 in the morning I got done, and went to bed at 2:30. Got in bed at 2:30, and got up at 3:30 and went hunting. After getting up at 3:30 in the morning that morning, on Sunday morning, and being up all day. So, yeah, needless to say, I'll be happy that it's over with. It's been a rough season. I haven't gotten anything. Uh, I've been really close. I mean, it's been a good season. Seen a lot of turkeys, but haven't gotten one. I've been hunting one specific bird uh, that I've seen out in the field, and I know it's the same bird because he's always roosted in the same spot. Uh, he's been out in the field 7 different times, and every time he just stays out of range. And I've moved on him 3 different times, and every time I move where he comes out, every time he comes out, he was coming out in the same spot. He came out in the same spot 2 days in a row. So the third day, so I moved over there that afternoon for the next morning, and uh, that morning the hen came out the same spot, and he came out 70 yards down the field. Yeah, they are very smart for having a pea-sized brain. They just have good survival instincts because everything in the woods wants to kill them. So they're just very, very good at surviving. Get in the hole. Come on. How does that camera angle turn like that and then it comes up that short? I thought for sure that was in when the camera angle changed like that. Every time the camera angles change like that, it's one in the hole. But yeah, they are very smart. They're very, very tough to hunt. Very tough birds. Well, for one, it's not so much they're smart, but like I said, they have great survival instincts. But not so much they're smart when you're hunting them because we actually, as hunters, try and reverse their nature. See, in the turkey world, the gobblers gobble, and the hens go to them. You know that the gobblers usually stay in one place and the hens go to them. The gobblers just strut around and the hens come to them. When we're hunting them, we actually try and reverse their nature and we stay in one spot and try and get the gobblers to come to us. So it's very tough because you're reversing nature and it's hard to do. So that's one reason why they are so tough to hunt. On top of their great hearing and their great eyesight. I mean, their hearing is phenomenal, and and their eyesight is just as good. I swear, I've had turkeys in front of me, and all of a sudden they'll just get up and start running, and I didn't move one bit. I swear that they can see you blink. You know, we're just gonna play this with a kingmaker. I don't really have the distance to be driving the green here. So we're just going to play this with a kingmaker. And I haven't I haven't laid up yet on this hole, but I'm going to this time. They can't smell a bit. No, they can't. No. No, I don't think they have any sense of smell at all, to tell you the truth. I mean, they may be able to smell, but I don't think they know. Not like a deer, where a deer knows a human smell. Um, a deer knows danger because of their sense of smell. Because deer can't see very well, so they rely on their hearing uh, and their sense of smell. Yeah, see, deer can smell a human. I don't think turkeys can smell humans. A turkey might be able to smell, like, they might know the smell of like corn and stuff like that. Like food. But they eat a lot of bugs. Turkeys do. But yeah, not they can't smell like a deer does. I'm not saying that they can't smell at all, but I wouldn't think so because they only got the two little holes in their beak. So I don't even know. I don't even know if they have any like smell receptacles in their beak. I think that's just for breathing. Honestly. 353. All right, 36%. Yeah, I think it's just more for breathing than it is. I honestly don't think any bird can smell. I don't know. Never really looked into it. But I know turkeys can't, like, they don't know, like, the scent of danger. I don't think anyway, even if they can smell, because um, because I use like bug spray and stuff like that during turkey season. Can't do that during deer season. All right, nice. Yeah, we got that one. I laid up that time. I've been trying to, like, because I drive the green on all the other on all my other accounts. But this account with the extra mile, I just don't have that extra 4 yards is. Thank you, Gary. That extra 4 yards is big, and I keep coming up short and getting into the rough. And I've saved it almost 100% of the time, except for on the front, and I missed it. And uh, figured I might as well lay up because it's a fairly simple, straightforward short iron, and I know the distance. All right, power one ball. All right, Anthony. Thank you. Yeah, not bad. 15 on the front, and like I said, I didn't get four, so that was could have been 16. Should have been 16 on the front, and I 180'd hole 10, which is gonna come back and haunt me. No, damn it. Uh, I didn't make 3, 4, or 5 on the front, and I didn't make 3 and 5 on the back, and I've been consistently making 3 and 5. So, like, that's really aggravating. Yeah. It's just, it's one of those aggravating rounds because it could have been like a phenomenal round. It's it's funny you say that though, Gary, because like it does. It looks like a nice round, but like 14 is par, you know. So like in these tournaments lately, the scores look nice, but like they're average, you know. Because if 14 is par, that means I only got one extra. You know, because four and eight in expert are must eagles. You can drive both greens. So I was hoping to a little better. I was hoping for a little better start to the back. I was hoping to shoot like minus 17 on the back because I know I can. I already have. Um, I was hoping to get to minus my my target score actually for the weekend on all my accounts is yeah, I got hole one on the front and I missed 10. I won 80-10. But then like I said, I didn't get 3, 4 or 5 on the front. So I only got 1 and 9. I got the albatross on 9 on the front. And 8. But um but my target score for the weekend here for on all my accounts is minus 32 at least. Minus 32 or better. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Because, like I said, 14's par and 2 extra drops is kind of. 2 extra drops in 9 is doable, very doable. You got 1, you got 3, you got 5, and I've been making 6 and 9 like quite a bit. So, um, in fact, I made 2 even. I made the albatross on 2 last night. This one's going to put me in a good position right here. Actually, I'm way too far. Yeah, minus 32 is definitely doable, and I believe I can shoot. I believe I could possibly um, shoot 34 or better. I mean, it is possible. I went the other day. I went minus 10 through 5. No, 12 through 6. I went 12 through 6. So I ended up shooting minus 17. I missed 7, but I eagled every other hole. But I'm yet to drop 7. And this kind of sucks because I'm way too far here. And this really sucks. But we're going to play it the way we've been playing it the whole time. Nah. Yeah. I went too far. I was like 10 yards too far there. 12 yards too far. I want to be at 387. I was 398. That's the first time I went that far. Yeah, perfect would have been really, really close there for sure. If not in. It may have been in, or it may have just missed right. But it would have been really damn close. Alright, let's go. Chocolate ball. Like I said, I have not made this hole yet. This is the only hole in the tournament I have not dropped for an extra so far. And it is my mission. I have 11 tries at it right now. I've already tried once. I got 11 more attempts at it, including this one, to get it to drop, and it's my mission to get this ball in the hole before the end of the tournament. 7 rings. 2.8 and a half of left spin. Get in the hole. Good camera angle. Nope. I've been missing it like that the whole friggin' tournament. Oh, I can't get it to drop. I left it literally sitting on the edge on the front. Ugh. Ugh. We got one other I got one other way of trying to make that I want to try. And I should have tried it that one, but I'm going to try it the next one because I wanted to try this one more time. Because I did leave it sitting on the edge of the cup. On the front. So, wanted to try it one more time. But the next account we got one other way, one other setup I want to try. Because there is like so many different ways people have been making that shot. I've watched so many replays of people making it, and like I was talking to a guy today that gave me this setup: 2.8 back, half a spin left, and ball guide straight at the hole, second bounce at the fringe line, and adjust 30% max. And he said he dropped it 4 out of 6 times today, and I'm 0 for 2. I don't know. But I'm wondering if it has to do with the way I'm adjusting rings. Oh wow, only 11-mile-an-hour winds. No. Hopefully, oh, that should be safe. You know, I'm just wondering if it has to do with me the way I'm adjusting the rings, because I don't know if you I don't know if you follow Golf Clash Tommy at all, Gary, but I don't know if you caught the video that he put out the other day. And I don't know if you noticed when I adjust rings, I always adjust from uh, yeah I always adjust that way. I always adjust over the bullseye. I always have, always do. Um, so if I got 5 rings to adjust, I start at the outside of the clear ring and go all the way over the bullseye and to the back side of the yellow ring. I always have, and but supposedly there's a difference in doing it that way than if you started at the outside of the white ring and just went to the middle of the bullseye. There's like a point two difference. So, and by me missing left all the time there, I wonder if that point two difference is coming into play. So, so say you had 5 rings to adjust, okay? If you start at the, if you put your take shot button at the outside of the white ring, 5 rings would be all the way to just the middle of the bullseye. Well, when I pull rings, if I have 5 rings to adjust, I start at the outside of the clear ring and I pull past the middle of the bullseye and to the outside of the yellow ring. So that's 5 rings. But according to Tommy, you're only, it's actually really, it's like 0.2 difference. So in other words, you're adjusting like 5 rings from the outside of the white ring, or it would be like 5.2 rings, even though um, even though you're adjusting 5 rings, it's almost like 5.2 rings. So it's, I guess there is a difference between the two different ways of um, adjusting. And I've always adjusted over the bullseye. I never adjust to the middle of the bullseye, only because it's hard to gauge that you're in the middle. It's easier to go to a solid edge of a ring, and then you know you're more accurate. So, um, all right, let's see here. Kingmaker. And I always noticed that he did it, and it's funny because like I make up the notes for the clan, and I use the yardages, and I write down a ton of yardages where I make balls from, and then I post them for the clan, and then some of my clanmates come back and say, "Oh, I'm just burning the edges left or burning the edges right," and we could never really figure out why. And I always said, "Well, you must be under adjusting or over adjusting by a hair." Um, but now it all makes sense, because if they're not pulling over the bullseye like I do, and they just pull to the middle of the bullseye, um, then that would make sense why they are just burning edges and I'm making the shot. So his advice was, uh, whatever you do, do it consistently. For one, uh, let me shoot the shot in the null. See, like I need 4.6 rings here, so I'm going to start here at from the middle of the bullseye to where my ball is. It's 3.6, so I'm going to the outside of the yellow ring is 4.6. I always adjust over the bullseye. Oh boy. It's in the rough. Damn it. That was my fault. I hesitated, like, because the needle skipped on the way to the left. The needle skipped, and I wasn't gonna release it, and then decided to release it anyway. Threw my count off. Damn it. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you at all. It was me. When the needle skipped, I wasn't going to release it because a lot of times it skips on the way back. And then I decided to release it anyway, and but my count was off because of the skip. My count was off because I always count to 5. So hopefully, he's at 443. I'll just lay up here because I kind of know where I'm at here. This guy's in between clubs, so he's not going to save me with an albatross. Oh, you got to go like 7 topspin. You got to go like a lot of topspin there. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can still make this. We've got an idea of where we're at here, so 8.0, 6.3. No, come on. That would have been in too. Son of a bitch. Ah. Alright, so his advice was stay consistent. Uh, whatever you do, do it all the time. So in other words, if you adjust to the middle of the bullseye, then do it all the time. Don't don't adjust to the middle of the bullseye one time and then start and go past the bullseye another time. Which makes sense. Because if you're dropping a shot one time by adjusting to the middle of the bullseye, yeah, that cost me 3 spots. 2 spots. Because I would have hit this guy, I think. 28, 14. 28 and 14. Yeah, I would have had him because I had an albatross in the final round. Oh well. Um, so 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 he said be consistent. You know, if you do it once, do it all the time. But on the other hand, if you're watching his playthrough and he adjusts over the bullseye and makes a shot, then that's the way you should adjust, is over the bullseye. Don't adjust to the middle of the bullseye, because your adjustment is going to be, even though you think you're adjusting 4 rings to the middle of the bullseye, there's a difference between adjusting to the middle of the bullseye or over the bullseye, if that makes sense. Even though you're still adjusting 4 rings either way. So my take on it is that, in an essence, say on a sniper your rings are 1 to 1, so your ring is worth 1 mile an hour wind, so every .1 of a ring is worth .1. So my take on it is like the yellow ring is like isn't like 1 to 1, it's like .8, and then like the rest of the rings are 1 to 1, and then the white ring on the outside is like 1.2, to make up the difference of the yellow ring being smaller than the outside ring, is kind of what I gathered from it. Like every ring, even though like your sniper is 100% accurate, every ring isn't exactly the same size, in an essence, I guess. So that was my take on it anyway. All right, let me switch accounts and I'll be right back. I'm gonna play one more. Yeah, basically, you gotta kind of figure out. Yeah, you gotta kind of know how somebody's adjusting their rings. You know, because like if I write down, you know, like say for instance on hole one, if my drive is 377, um, the second shot is 50% club for the second shot. Okay, so if I type in the wind and it tells me to adjust 5.6 rings, I adjust from I go to, or it tells me to say tells me to adjust 5.5 rings. I go to the middle of the white ring, which is 5.5 rings from the middle of the yellow. And then I adjust past the middle of the yellow to the other side of the yellow, which gives me that extra ring, which is 5.5 rings. That's how I adjust. So now if somebody else does it and they go from the outside of the white ring and they do it, say they do it in 2 poles. So they go from the outside of the white ring to the middle of the bullseye, which is 5 rings, and then they move their target a half a ring and then adjust to the middle of the bullseye again. That, according to what Tommy is saying, is different than me doing 1 pole over the bullseye. So in other words, they're adjusting like 5.7 rings to, and I'm only adjusting 5.5 rings. So I guess you're actually adjusting when you don't go over the bullseye. When you're adjusting, you're actually adjusting like 0.2 extra, which will throw your adjustments off if you're trying to adjust the same way as someone else. So, but like I said, which kind of makes sense now that he has brought that up, because I don't know how many times that I post notes and somebody will keep telling me I'm making this, like, I'm making the shot personally the whole tournament, and some of my clan mates are telling me, well, I'm using the same adjustments you're using, the same yardage notes you're using, and I'm burning the edges. I'm not making it. Why is that? And now it all makes sense, because they're probably not adjusting over the bullseye like I do. So their adjustments, in a sense, would be different than mine. Alright, so that's the bag we want. Alright, well, let's make it up on this account. This account I've been doing very well on. I just want to. I've been doing very well on it. I've taken. I won the spring major, and then I won the winter major. So I won the last 2 majors, and then I won Paradise Island Cup. So I've won, and I won the Eastern 9 hole. So I won like four out of the last like 6 or 5 or 6 tournaments with this account. I've been playing really well on this account. Granted, the other ones weren't pro, but I just moved this one up to expert and in the major, and I ended up winning it. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. 6 top. Blue Ranger rough. 8.3, so 6.5. Alright, 371, 65%. Did you play your round? Oh, that's right. You said you didn't make it an expert. Or no, you didn't say that, did you? No. That was sorry, that was Anthony that said that. Did you play your round yet or no? Did you make it? I guess I should ask if you made it. I just assume everybody makes it, and I know they don't. it's, I'm horrible at that. Nine rings, 8.9 rings. Nope. I don't get it. Ah, I missed left. Nice, minus 28. Nice. You know, well, I've been playing for, let's see, like a year and 8 months, give or take. And I remember when the minus 28 used to win. Like minus 28 used to be a good score, a really good score. You know, you'd be able to win with a minus 28. Now, you're lucky to place in the top 30 with a minus 28, top 40 in some of these tournaments. Yeah, it's amazing how the game has progressed and uh, evolved. You know, I mean, when I first got into it, I didn't know. Well, when I first got into it, Notebook had not been out yet, or it had just come out, and only really the top players, only a few of the players knew about it. Not everybody knew about it, and you know, it was funny because I'd be playing and I'd just be guessing on how far to move over. I knew the wind affected the ball. You know, I knew that much, but um, like I would just move it over, not rotate the screen. I would just, you know, kind of just move it over on an angle, kind of guessing the wind, and then I'd be playing an opponent, and they'd rotate their screen and zoom in, and I'd be like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they doing this? You know, And I was always like, why are they doing this? And then I found out about Notebook, and then it all made sense. And then I got Notebook, and and what a difference it made, um, and then I was playing well on my phone, um, but then I ended up getting a tablet, and that just then I ended up getting a tablet, and that just increased my win percentage, and the play of the my play of the game so much exponentially, playing on a tablet compared to my phone. And it's funny because now I don't even attempt to play on my phone anymore. And I used to play. I used to sit in the deer stand and play on my phone all the time. You know, and and now I don't even attempt it. I don't even attempt to play, like, even in the turkey woods, just sitting there when I'm doing nothing. I don't even attempt to play on my phone. I used to play just to pass the time, but now I don't even enjoy playing on my phone. Yeah, like, yeah, me too. Yeah, right, right. Um, like I used, like I'd love to play during the day and stream during the day and get these rounds done and not be playing right now. Honestly, I'd love to be in bed right now and getting up at 3:30 in the morning. But I got to get at least this round done, and then it leaves me five to play tomorrow. But tomorrow, then I don't have to get up Monday morning, so I can play late tomorrow. I can take a nap when I get home from turkey hunting and play later tomorrow and play. But uh, I'd love to stream during the day and get it done. All right, 7.4, 9.4. Town. That's right. I made this yesterday. Oh, that was close. All right, Gary. Sounds good. Like I said, I will be on tomorrow. I got 5 rounds to play tomorrow. So, um, but yeah, I'd love to play during the day, but it's just so hectic with all it. I got a 1 year old, a 4 year old, and a 9 year old, and a 1 year old dog. So the house is a little hectic during the day. But all right, yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks, Scott. How we doing tonight, Scott? Um, well, not too bad. Par, or well, birdie eagle, 1 and 2. Just started this round. Last round went good on the front, went all right on the front, -15, and then the back nine, I shit the bed and only shot -13 for -28, but I screwed up nine. The needle skipped on me in full OP, and then I wasn't gonna let it go, and I let it go anyway, and it hit good right and went into the rough on the drive, so I couldn't save the eagle, which cost me a minus. Should have been -29 at least. But there's one. There's one. There's one. Yeah, I did. I mean, that was the first round I played of the day, so I can't complain. And that's my weakest account. Um, thank you. Uh, that's my baby expert account, if you want to call it that. I only got an extra mile 8. No APOC. Uh, well, APOC 3, which I only used on 6, but and Sniper 9. But the rest of my accounts got a POC 5 or better. But yesterday on this account, or in opening round on this account, I shot 15 on the front and or 14 on the front and 17 on the back. So I know I can shoot 17. It's just a matter of doing it, which it always is, right? But 17 is definitely possible. 18, 18, 19 is even possible. Actually, honestly, with 6 and 9 being albatross holes, 20 is possible. Yeah, yeah, a lot of saves. I've had a few, not too many. Well, most of my saves have come on this hole actually, my on hole 4, because I've gotten stuck in the rough, um, a bunch of times. But and I've saved it, uh, 90% of the time that I've been in the rough. Knock on wood. But uh, uh, but I did shoot. So I shot 31 with this account in opening. I shot a couple 30s, minus 29, minus 28. I got 6 accounts in expert this tournament and 1 in pro. Oh my god. What is with the needle? Oh my god. I don't know what it is. It's not that it skipped when I let it go. It skipped like on the way that way before it was going the other way. And it throws me off, because I count to 5 and it throws my count off when it does that. Ah, that's twice now it's gotten me. I don't know why it's doing it. Yeah, I got 7 accounts total. I sometimes play 2 of them in master, but I didn't this tournament. I just decided to play all 6 in expert. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Ugh. It's so aggravating. Alright, get over it. On to the next one. It's aggravating after dropping hole 3 though. So now we're back to even. Yeah, it jumped horrible. Oh well. On to the next hole. My mission the rest of the tournament is to drop hole 7. It is the only hole that I have not dropped for an extra yet. And it's my mission to get it in. If I do nothing else this tournament, that's the only thing I want to do is drop hole 7, because it's definitely by far my least favorite hole of the tournament. Yeah, well, I haven't dropped it this time. The last time we had it in this, or we had this course, I got it dialed in and was dropping it very consistently. In fact, I think I dropped it almost every time on the weekend. But this time I can't get it to drop once. And somebody's blowing up the clan chat. Nice rounds. Nice rounds. Six 6.3, 5.1 rings. Oh my god. Gonna be one of them rounds. That wasn't even close if I would have. That wasn't even close if I would have hit it good. Alright, thank you, Scott. Actually, I'm gonna try and do something here. Something's something's sucking a lot of RAM. Yeah, something's sucking a lot of RAM because usually I have like 4.8 of free RAM. I only got 4.2. Not that that's not enough. That should be plenty more than enough. Alright, 381. So 6, 12, 15. There we go. There we go. 423. Oh, that's so aggravating. Damn it, that was. Oh, that would have been big. Mm. That would have been a big one to go with minus 16. Alright, 378. Come on, what is with this needle skip? On the drive, on the second shot, it stops on perfect and then fucking skips the great. Jesus Christ. Now I'm getting aggravated. What the hell? see maps. What the hell is maps? Why is maps on here and it's not even installed? Don't get it. Oh, let's see this. Why can't I uninstall it? See, usually I have like 4.8 5 gigabytes free. For some reason something's sucking RAM tonight and I can't figure out why. Alright, Anthony. Could be better. It ain't horrible. But I'm getting a bunch of needle skip tonight, and I don't ever get needle skip, but I always have like 5 gigabytes of RAM free. I mean, 4 gigabytes should be plenty more than enough to run this game smoothly. But for some reason, it's like skipping, like it's stopping on perfect and then going to great. Like it's skipping to great. But I don't know why I'm only down to 4 gigabytes of RAM and not 5 like I usually am. 4.85. Like something's sucking a lot of RAM and I can't figure out what it is because I don't have no apps installed on this tablet besides the Golf Clash app and yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. 5.9, huh? A little higher wind. Little higher wind this time. It's like the highest it can be, really. 4.4. Ah, that was me. That was me. I got lucky. I got lucky just to clip that rough there. Now it's in my head. That's that was totally me hitting great there, but now it's in my head that I got that one on the front too. But I shot minus 15 on the front and I 189 for the albatross, which kind of sucked. Because minus 16 would have been really nice. Could be I'm really exhausted too. Just want to get this round over and done with and get to bed. Play the rest of them tomorrow. Got all day tomorrow. Alright, hole 4. Of course, I didn't get this one on the front because I hit the needle as the needle was going back and forth, as it was going from right to left, it skipped, and then I released it. I wasn't going to release it, and then I did release it, and I released it good. It was just a debacle. Yeah, it's really weird, Anthony, because before the last 9-hole cup weekend round, um, there was a system update for my tablet from Samsung, and I did it. I played the opening rounds or the qualifying rounds, and yeah, I don't want to use one of those. We're gonna end up short here. 9.4 wind is not enough. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, we got through that time. Nice. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. I mean, I don't. Yeah, like you said, I don't know if it's true either, but I could see that happening. But I don't keep a full. I don't keep very many. I only keep like certain ones that I've just for the tournament that I'm playing, and I only keep like one of. You know what I'm saying? I go through and delete them if I'm dropping shots. Like I didn't right now, but I just went in and cleared the cache too on the game. But that would, that would make sense. But like I said, I only got, two from this round. The rest are just, um, I only got a few that I saved just for reference if I want to look back at them. But all right, well that was nice to get that one because I did not get that one on the front. I got stuck in the rough. So let's see if we can get this one. Yeah, I label them and just save one of every drop that I get throughout the tournament for every hole, and then I go through and delete the rest of them. But I could see that if you had a ton of them saved from like tournaments in the past or shots that you've wanted to save that you've made in tour play, I could see that, because the game only can hold so much memory, right, before it slows down. But like I said, I went in, cleared the cache, I went in, cleared my system, and I still only have 4.2 gigabytes, which I usually am running 4.8 or 5. So just something sucking RAM on the tablet itself, but I don't have anything that I don't usually have on it. But anyway, like I was saying though, before the last 9 hole, the Easter Cup, before the weekend round, I had a update from Samsung, so I did it, and I don't know, I shouldn't have done it because I only use this for Golf Clash anyway, the tablet. I don't use it for anything else. But when I did it for the weekend round, what's up, Vader? For the weekend round, I got like a ton of game lag, like turning the screen lagged. So I used to have the enhanced graphics on, and I had to turn them off, and then it got better. But I haven't went back to the enhanced graphics at all because of the needle lag that I was, or the game lag in general that I was getting after the system update. So I don't know if it had something to do with the system update or what, but all right, 4 rings, max right, 3.2 top. Now, come on. Jesus. Nope. That's awesome, Vader. Yeah, I'm finishing. I'm playing this round. I played one round already, and I'm finishing this round up tonight, and then I'm gonna play the rest of my rounds tomorrow. Gonna get up and do some last day of turkey season, last day of turkey hunting tomorrow. So gonna get up and do some turkey hunting in the morning. All right, let's see if we can get this albatross again on the back. That would be very, very nice. Yeah, this account has been doing very well lately. Um, I won the I took two expert golds in the major last tournament. One on this account and one on my other one on one on my other one of my other three main accounts. And then I won the winter major with this account too. Yeah, see that needle lag? That was it skipped really bad there. Oh my god. What the hell happened there? Oh, well, at least I got out of the rough. I played that shot the same way the whole tournament. Yeah, it's horrible. It's like super horrible tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I've played this shot the whole way that the same way that tournament, and yeah, I agree too, Anthony. I would think it has to do something with overload of the servers too. Yeah, like that's where my ball hit every single time, right there. I don't understand. What the hell? Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. I don't even know if I can get this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh my god. What a disaster. Yeah, that too. Internet. Um, wow. And I've been dropping this hole for an albatross like 50 to 75% of the time too. That's just aggravating. Uh, well, get this one. Yesterday on hole 7, I was using the no move target shot on hole 7. So I put the spin on the ball. I turn the screen to go uh, adjust rings, and then it says we're reconnecting you real quick, and then it pops back up for me to adjust rings, and it's got the Goliath there instead of the sniper. It's got the Goliath in sniper range. So then I had to move the target, and it went back to the sniper. But like, what the hell is that? You know? Well, at least I'm in minimum distance, right? I don't even know what I don't even know what elevation this plays from here. We'll take that. We will take that. That is a big save there. Vader, you were the one that told me on hole 7, 2.8 backspin and a half a left spin, and aim the ball guide through the hole. Was it you and Ian Stream that posted that? I am determined to make this hole. One way or another. We're going to go. Come on. What is with not being able to hit perfect? That wouldn't even have been close anyway. I don't get it. Wow, I finally hit perfect. Yeah, I hate that. It does. It does get in your head after a while. Like when you can't hit perfect, you gotta. It does. It gets in your head, and then. uh, but I hit perfect that one, so we're back. We're back. But I'll be honest with you. I am. I am pretty exhausted too. Uh, was up at 3:30 this morning. Went turkey hunting and pretty tired. So that has a lot to do with it too. You know, your reflexes aren't what they should be. Like I'm gonna get this done, go to bed, and I'm getting up at 3:30 to go turkey hunting tomorrow because it's the last day. But then I'll come home, take a nap, and I got all day to play my other rounds tomorrow. But the needle is skipping pretty bad. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but it is. It's almost like it's skipping right over perfect. Like it's not. Uh, like it's just missing perfect every time it swipes across. It just misses it because it almost seems like when it blinks, you know, when it goes over to perfect, it always blinks like it's lagged, you know. So it's just weird. But it's been like that most of the night because I even checked my router because I have a whole house Wi-Fi router, and I wanted to make sure everything wasn't connected to the same hub because I got two hubs in the house, and wanted to make sure that they weren't like overloaded, but it, you know, it's not. So I don't know. Just got to deal with it tonight and hope it ain't like that tomorrow. You know, like that too. The game never used to do that, and now before every hole it does that, waiting for your opponent to reconnect. You know, I mean, like it's always like that now. It never used to do that. And I've had it happen twice where it's counted down to zero and it stayed at zero and wouldn't leave the screen and wouldn't do anything. And even if you backed out of the game and got back in it, it would still be at zero. And it took like 45 minutes to disappear. And then it gave you one time it gave me a bogey, and the other time it but it let me play the hole, and then gave me a bogey, and then I had the replay to put a ticket in, and Playdemic did change it to an eagle. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, see, like that skipped after I let it go. Jesus Christ. Stay out of the rough and I'll be okay. It's too far though. 435. Alright, 435 is alright. 3, 6, 10%. Ooh, I'm going to be really close. I'm going to be really close to not having enough room to adjust here. No, I should have enough room because I've already been able to play from 439, so 7.8. Alright, I'm glad this round's over. Oh my god, what a struggle this round has been. Alright, well, minus 29. And it could have been way better, way better. I hit so many great shots. Missed 4 on the front. Missed 1 twice. Yeah, could have been. So missed 1 twice, missed 4 on the front. Didn't make 3 on the back, which I'd been making consistently. And 5 I missed. 5 I hit great left twice. So, not horrible. Minus 34 leading. That's a big score. But overall, not bad. So, alright, well, thanks for everybody jumping on the stream. And good luck to you guys in your rounds. And I will be back on tomorrow, probably earlier in the day, in the afternoon, because I do have 5 rounds to play tomorrow. So I will be on sometime in the afternoon. after I go turkey hunting and then come home, take a nap, and we will. I got 4 more expert and 1 pro round to play. So, all right. Well, good luck on your rounds, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. And thanks, Vader. Thanks for spamming my link. But all right, take it easy, guys.